I would recommend working for Oxfordshire.
The support within my role has been absolutely amazing. My team are very, very supportive. Any problems I have, we have teams groups, we have peer support sessions, one-to-one supervisions and group supervisions.
I love supporting my team, and one of the things that I'm really aware of is our very clear access to senior managers.
Even the higher up people are always available to answer your email or to answer your questions and to remind you that you are valued.
Everybody's supported.
It can be challenging. You know that there's lots of people to rally around you and help you.
There are numerous resources online as well, documents and policies and information, case studies that we can refer to.
I do feel like I've had that wraparound support and that I haven't been thrown at the deep end, and that there is always someone there that I can go to and say I am overwhelmed, and I've always felt listened to in that. It's definitely encouraged that you prioritise your own time and your own self-care and not just the people that you're supporting.
Developed from a newly qualified through to an assistant team manager at Oxfordshire County Council. It's a place where you get given opportunities. It's a place where people invest in you.
I think it's a chance to do a lot of good as well. Like there's a lot of room for impacting the people that we serve.
Onboarding is a really big part of people starting, and if you get it right, people really feel valued. So that's something that I take really seriously. We spend a lot of time planning what that person's first few weeks are going to look like in terms of a bespoke timetable, depending on what they need in terms of shadowing and support. We ensure you've got a buddy in your team so that when you join, you've got somebody that you can always go to ask all those silly questions that you might feel embarrassed to ask your manager. You'll have loads of one-to-one supervision time, and that's informal and formal, just to make sure that anything that comes up, you've got covered.
Oxfordshire's capacity to listen to their workers, listen to their teams, understand what we need in terms of support, and to look at how that is offered sets it apart from other local authorities. I've received lots of training, lots of opportunities to go and do lots of training. I'm currently with support from the county. I'm doing my Masters in Psychology.
We do have to work really hard for our families, but that when we are off, we are off. And so really kind of trying to be as productive while you're at work, while obviously having a good time as well and chatting and having tea breaks and everything. But then when you go home and you have annual leave, you really switch off, and everybody's quite hot on each other about switching off in the evenings, weekends and annual leave.
It definitely can be challenging, and some days can be more challenging than others. Something that I really enjoy about my team is that there's always somebody to kind of check in with, or somebody support you on the really challenging days. So if something is harder or you're struggling, that there's always somebody either to go to for a bit of advice, or who'll just check in on you. And I think that's something that I really enjoy about my team, because when you've worked really hard with something, you see families you're working with working really hard as well, then to come out of it on the other side and overcome those challenges can really, really positive for you and for the families.